Riskmoon, an evolving platform to leverage risk with dynamic yield generating strategies from NFTs, NFT staking, marketplace, and deep space game in progress. Hey guys, a viewer requested that I take a look at this new cryptocurrency asset, and so I obliged. I'm curious about it. I've done a little bit of research, and there are some things with this one that I'm like, I find to be very interesting. And so let's just take a look at the basics real quick, but stay tuned because there are some really fascinating things about this cryptocurrency. So Riskmoon, 2.6K holders. It's very early, 3.75 million market cap, very small. I tried to find this on certain platforms, CoinGecko, for instance, and I didn't see it on there because it's so new. 9.7K transactions, 6.3K followers, 2.7K members, etc. That's all very small. 158 trillion Riskmoon burned. Now, what does that mean? The thing that you need to ask is, well, what's the original supply? So this is another one of those deflationary tokens. And one thing that I've noticed by researching this is that there are meme coins, and this has many characteristics of a meme coin, but it seems like their developers are not wanting for this coin to be in the category of meme coins, which I'm totally cool with, but I do think about it in that sphere only because a lot of these deflationary meme coins that have come out have similar burns, and on their Medium page they do compare this a lot to Safemoon, which has no function. It is a meme coin. But let's think about Safemoon. You know, Safemoon has a 5% burn, 5% distribution. It's the most aggressive of those that I've ever seen. And Riskmoon actually takes it up another level, which when I saw how aggressive their burn is, I like jolted back in my seat. And so let's just take a look real quick at what they're talking about here. Riskmoon. Riskmoon is very similar to Safemoon, like I said, with an altered fee structure. It will be used, excuse me, I'm just going to delete that. All right, 3, 2, 1. It will be used as the governance token for the ecosystem, which includes the NFT marketplace, NFT staking, and the deep space game, which says read more about it below. There isn't much information, but they're developing a game, which, you know, it's cool. There's more options here. But here's their point. We have an actual use case. Our goal is to be able to have a fully self-sustaining ecosystem, which fantastic. You know, it's not just a coin that exists for the community purposes. And that's exactly what causes meme coins to have their existence. It's entirely driven by the community. It's entirely driven by the volume. So Safemoon, Dogecoin's not driven by the volume, but Safemoon, Dogecoin, Hogglecoin, a lot of these Poodle, etc., those are entirely community driven. Riskmoon is going to benefit from its community. It's going to benefit from the volume. It's going to benefit from the burn. But they have plans in place to do things by creating a platform, by creating an ecosystem that's actually going to have a use. So the more success they have with that, the more relevant this is going to be to those meme coins. And so let's just talk about the specifics here. So it's a revolutionary platform to leverage risk for dynamic yield generating strategies in combination with frictionless holder incentives and reward structures. Similar to Unisocks, there will be several limited versions, Moonbot's NFTs, so they're getting into NFTs, which I've seen with some of the meme coins for sure. But here's the big thing, Deep Space, their yield generating platform, which we are keeping under wraps for the moment to be announced in the coming week. I am curious to see what Deep Space looks like and what that means. And as far as playing the game, I'm wondering if you play the game, you'll get coins, kind of like mining the coins. We'll see. You've piqued my interest, for lack of a better word. So rug proof, very important. That there's not going to be a rug pull. That the developers didn't get the coins that were created just, they didn't get their share of the pie. They had to buy in just like everyone else. Now, sure, they benefited from buying in early, but they still had to use their own money to buy in. And so in a sense, yes, very much so. It's much more rug proof than certain cryptos that you have to where the developers just automatically, because they created it, get a certain share of the coins. And liquidity is locked via successful DX sale launch. The initial burn was 85 trillion tokens, which is great. You can verify it there. Team bought in with personal funds during pre-sale. So let's take a look at some other things. Maximum supply. Here's the thing you need to see. So maximum supply is 1 quadrillion. 85 trillion of those were burned, circulating supply of 915 trillion. But we see on the Riskmoon website that actually 158 trillion has been burned already. And so this burn is happening very aggressively, which is going to cause a lot of those zeros that you see on the price chart to melt away. Now, here's the thing that made me jump back in my chair. I've been begging for this. I've been begging. Why not have as aggressive of a burn as possible? Now, you can't burn 100% of the coins per transaction. You can't distribute 100% of the coins per transaction. But Safemoon is the up until now, it's the most aggressive burn in distribution that I have ever seen. At 5% burn, 5% distribution, 10% tax on every transaction. This one has a 10% redistribution to holders. That is amazing. And so just think about the volume, look at the volume in comparison to the market cap, and you've already seen that a significant chunk of the coins have been burned. And so these coins are going to be burned very aggressively, which is going to, as long as the community is strong and the developers are working on their platform and making it a strong platform, this coin in particular it is forced to increase in value. Okay, and then another 5% is locked in LP on PancakeSwap. If I'm understanding this right, that is 15% of every transaction. Regardless, it's like this is absolutely aggressive. And so I checked the subreddit as well, and there was one post that really, oh my goodness, really caught my attention. So this person says 4 hours of holding 5 trillion Riskmoon gives 0.1 BNB. BNB is one of my favorite cryptos. It's the Binance coin. It's the third largest in market cap. And 4 hours gives you 1.1 BNB. That's it's valued, last I saw, was about $375. That's $37.50 that this person's holdings is increasing by in 4 hours. Can that continue? I don't know, but that is unbelievable. So, you can see it here. You can see exactly what he's talking about, So, so he bought, you can see it perfectly here. He bought exactly 5 trillion Riskmoon, and then you can see 1.0738, whatever. That was the stuff that was added to his balance. That translates to 0.1 BNB. That's amazing, guys. That is amazing. And so, man, I've just been begging for something. Why not have even a more aggressive burn than this? Start out with a super high supply, 100 quadrillion or something, and then just have a super aggressive burn and watch those zeros melt away. It's like, this is the best one, the most aggressive one that I've seen. Now, here's my only concern with the Riskmoon. I want to be completely honest with you. And I'm just looking at this price chart. And this is, so from the April 3rd at 10 p.m. Eastern time, this thing was priced at 1/5 of the price that it is now. So in 3.5 days, this price has quintupled. So think about the people who bought at that time. Just think about that for a second, because let's say they put $10,000 in. Somebody put $10,000 in. He's looking at $50,000 right now. He's going to be more and more tempted to dump his supply. And we see some dumps here, we see a dump there, we see a dump there, and people are gonna take profits, but as far as the upward momentum is concerned, I just think that this has more room to grow. So let me know what you think. Where do you think this is going? You know, if you're an objective observer, is this just another one of those things? It seems like this has more to offer than any meme coin in particular, because they're trying to actually build something here and not just build a community. So I will be keeping my eyes on this. I will be attempting to get in at a good point, at a healthy point. Not gonna, with any of these coins that I review, honestly, I just kind of have a rule that I'm not going to put more than $1,000 in. This is the one probably that I have been more tempted to put more money in than any of the other ones, especially it's early, and I think there's a lot of upward room to grow. So that's all I have for today. Let me know what you think, and if you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, I'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you.